Hello students, today I am going to discuss with you the dividend models. Uh, what is dividend models? Dividend model is to know whether there is a relation between the dividend policy and the market price. Okay, so there are two schools of thought. One says that there is a relationship, the another says that there is no relationship. Okay, so today we will be there are three models. Okay, there are three models. One is Walter's model, then Gordon's model, and Modigliani and Miller model. So we have to study one by one Walters, Gordon and Modigliani Miller model, and find out how there is whether there is a relationship between the dividend policy and the market price. Okay, so Walters and Gordon model says that there is a relationship. Modigliani and Miller belongs to the second school of thought, says that there is no relationship. So let us see the first one, Walters model. James Walter published an article in the Journal of Finance in 1963 under the title Dividend Policy, Its Influence in the Value of the Firm. In the article, he argued that there is a relationship between the dividend and the market price. To prove that, he has taken the two concepts, one is cost of capital and rate of return on investment. Based upon this, he has classified the firms into three groups. They are a growth firm, a declining firm, and a normal firm. Okay, growth firm, a declining firm, and a normal firm. Okay, now for the growth firm, the return on investment is more than the cost of capital. So if how you will come to know when it is a growth firm, when the return on investment is more than the cost of capital. When R is more than K, then we can say that it is a growth firm. So what happens when it is a growth firm? When it is a growth firm, the dividend payout ratio should be 0. They should not pay the dividend to the shareholders. Then the market price will increase. Okay. So what is growth firm? When the return on investment is more than the cost of capital, then it is a growth firm. But what happens, what to do when there is a growth firm? When there is a growth firm, the dividend payout ratio should be 0. Next is a declining firm. Declining firm is the cost of capital is more than the return on investment. Here the opposite, cost of capital is more than the return on investment. In that case, what should be the dividend payout? The dividend payout should be 100%. So it's given here, they should give 100% dividend to the shareholders instead of keeping with them. So dividend payout should be 100% in the declining firm. Next is a normal firm. Normal firm means rate of return is equal to the cost of capital. There is no difference. If you pay the dividend or if you don't pay the dividend, the market price remains the same. Okay. So when the rate of return is equal to cost of capital, we call it as normal firm. Okay. Let us see assumptions. There are only two sources of finance, equity and retained earnings. Other forms like preference shares, debentures and bonds does not exist. So according to him, there is only two sources of finance. The rate of return remains constant, the cost of capital remains constant, and the firm has an infinite life. See the formula also to calculate P is equal to D plus R E minus D divided by K the whole divided by K. This is the formula to calculate market price under Walters model. Okay. So let us go through the problem. First problem, see the national sports company with earnings per share EPS 7.50, capitalized at 12%. So capitalized is nothing but cost of capital. Cost of capital is and return on investment. See, cost of capital is less than the return on investment. Okay, so this is a growth firm. I think, yeah, it is a growth firm when the return on investment is more than the cost of capital. Okay, so here return on investment is 15 and cost of is 12. So return on investment is more than the cost of capital. So it is a growth firm. Okay, so when it is a growth firm, what should be the dividend payout ratio? The dividend payout ratio should be 0. So what they have asked is, what is the optimum payout ratio of the firm at this payout? So what should be the optimum payout ratio? 0. So they should not give any dividend to the shareholders, then the market price will increase. Now ratio and this Walters model, what should be the optimum payout and the price of the share? Price of the share also you have to find out. So write down the formula. After that, see the solution. First question is what should be the dividend payout? So when it is a growth firm, how you will come to know it is a growth firm? When return on investment is more than the cost of capital, it is a growth firm. When it is a growth firm, the dividend payout ratio should be 0. So that is the answer here. That the cost of capital is more than the growth company, then it is a Walters model. The dividend payout should be 0. Okay, now at this 0, what would be the market price? D is equal to dividend. Dividend is 0 because they will not pay any dividend. Optimum dividend 0 plus R refers to rate of return 0.15, E refers to EPS 7.50, D is equal to 0, K is equal to 12%, that is 0.12, here also 0.12. So now calculate, you will get 78.13 rupees. So 78.13 rupees is the answer for this question. Next is the earnings of the firm is 10 rupees, the internal rate of return 15 and the capitalization rate is this. So return on investment, R is 15% and KE is 12%. So R is more than KE, so it is a growth firm. What should be the optimum payout ratio of the firm? So optimum payout ratio should be 0. Optimum payout ratio should be 0 because R is more than K. What would be the price of the share? What would be the price? It means by taking the 0 as market price, what would be the price? So answer for the first question is the optimum payout is 0. Now when the dividend is 0, what would be the market price? So put 0, R refers to rate of return, that is 0.15 plus E refers to EPS 12.5 and D refers to dividend. D refers to dividend. So here they have not paid any dividend because 0 payout, so 0 divided by K. So answer, if you do it, you will get 96 rupees. Okay, what is the next question? How shall the price of the shares be affected if 20% payout was employed? 20% payout, it means if the dividend is 20%. So what is the EPS? EPS is how much? Earnings 10 into 20%. So what is the dividend now? 2 rupees. So what will the answer see? When the assumed 10 rupees as so 2 rupees. So here you will write 2D. R will be same. E will be same. D is 2 rupees. Market cost of capital will be same, 0.125. So what happened to this? It has declined to 92.50. When it is a growth firm, they should not give dividend. So if they declare the dividend, the market price will fall. Okay, so this is all about Walters model. Walters model, he had classified the firm into 3 that you have to correctly check. Growth firm, declining firm and normal firm. Growth firm is rate of return is more than cost of capital. A declining firm is rate of return is less than the cost of capital. Then the fourth one is normal firm. Whether the increase or decrease, the market price remains the same. Okay, so here use a formula, you will calculate the market price. Okay, so if there is any doubt regarding that, you may ask. This is about Walters model. Thank you.